pushing for the Olympic gold as well was always going to be a bit of a stretch, I think, physically. But that's probably why Zverev won at the end of the game rather than in the beginning. Fatigue. I'm just assuming fatigue played a role.
Absolutely. I do apologise, folks. I've remembered to actually unmute our mics, so now you can hear us. So while we've been streaming, no one heard us, so I apologise, folks. That's my fault. But if you have just joined us, we have just tuned in, so thanks for joining us. It's you got the scoreboard below us anyway, and the ball tracker on the court on the bottom right for you. So, you know, why do you have to pay for Eurosport? You've got us. We're free on Let's Talk Sport. We may not be able to show you it, but we can try and get as close to the match on the court for you as much as we can. And it's one apiece in the opening set, and Khachanov's about to serve. But there is a gold medal and a silver medal to the right of your screen. One gold medal for one of the players and a silver for the other. But who will it be? Let us know on the poll on our live chat page. So do vote for who you would like to win the match today, Zverev or Khachanov. Of course, it would be some achievement, I think, if Khachanov wins, because of the fact that, I mean, he is from Russia, but obviously he's known as representing the Russian Olympic Committee because of Russia being banned from the Olympics. Not forever, of course, it's for a certain period. I think they might even do it for the next World Cup, but I don't know if that is right, because they were okay to be in the Euros as Russia, so I don't understand why that would be the case for the FIFA World Cup, but we'll find out in a year's time. But at the end of the day, I still look at it, Seb, as Russia winning the Olympics, even if it's under a different name.
Yeah, I'm not completely for it. I still think there's too much ties for representing Russia in that ROC label that they've given them. I don't agree with it now. I think they should be just almost a neutral participant, but no association with Russia whatsoever in this tournament or Olympic Games.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's Zverev's 30-15 up here on Khachanov serve. Now we do believe that it's best of 5 sets, because the last 2 finals were best of 5 sets.
I was way off that one. That was a terrible return from Zverev. I do worry about Zverev. I don't get him, and I don't get if he will win a Grand Slam one day.
I can't. Yeah, I feel like
his ranking's decent, but you just always think that on any court, if it's hard, clay, whatever, there's always someone around his age who is or can be better.
I feel like Medvedev has a better chance than Zverev at the moment to win a Grand Slam.
Oh yeah, most certainly.
But I mean, my problem is with Zverev, he reminds me of Murray a little bit, where there's just a lot of anger in him if it doesn't go his way. But he's also had things going on off the court, which
please do explain.
Well, so I mean, I don't. Obviously, it's just claims, but apparently, you know, there's been 1 or 2 ladies in his life that have said that they've been sexually assaulted by him or something like that. So he's
Medvedev or Zverev.
Oh, sorry, Zverev. Yeah. So
okay.
it's you know, that could probably be a distraction as well. Because I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm just saying, even if he's innocent, you've still got to fight that case and prove them wrong. So yeah, it is worrying. But he's carrying on, which I'm sure is the main thing. Because I think if he hadn't been playing, people would be a bit concerned. But he's got a break point here. Khachanov down the middle's just gone left, so that was wide.
I think I'm a few seconds ahead of you.
Damn you.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, break.
Oh.
I think he's got to be strong favourite, though.
Yeah. Tell you what, let's get our predictions. What are you thinking, Seb? Zverev in straight sets, or
not in straight sets? I think it might be 3-1, but I don't see this going down to the 5th set.
I'm gonna say straight sets for Zverev.
Oh really?
Already.
I mean, he's only lost 1 set during this whole Olympic, hasn't he? So.
Yeah, I was going to say, because, like, funny enough, these two have played each other before, but it's only it's 2 apiece in there head to head.
And the last 2 was Khachanov, who won it.
Oh really? Oh okay.
The 2 last games, yeah, well, the 2 last matches they played against each other. Yeah.
So, Seb, how much of the Olympics have you watched so far? I remember you were saying you're not. The Olympics is 0, so this is his first.
I watched the highlights of Zverev, Djokovic, but that's it.
Yeah, I take it in Switzerland you're
timing.
not behind the hype for the team Switzerland then.
I'm not behind the hype because it's just a personal preference, but I know people are behind it. It's awkward timing, isn't it? Because I mean, I think we've all got lives and jobs to go through, and having to get up early in the morning is a bit of a challenge to watch some of these sports.
Yeah, I know what you mean, because like when you wake up, you realise you've probably missed most of the action already.
Well, it's not. It's even just. I think it interferes with the working day, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does. It's funny, on the weekends I'm up for watching it, but during the week it's just not happening.
Well,
so,
yeah,
I
and that's
completely
just
agree.
normal. Yeah, they're just coming up for the next game.
Oh, the scoreboard's moved around there, folks. I'll just sort that.
Oh, I thought you were talking about in the actual match. What Zverev was pointing to. You'll see it. It'll come to you in a second.
Do get in touch with us, folks, on our live chat page, and vote on our poll. Don't be shy. We do have more watch-alongs today. Well, at least one more today, which is the Hungarian Grand Prix this afternoon. That'll be Jack and Connor doing that for us at 2 o'clock. And I'll see if I'm in the mood, but Mexico, USA tonight in the Gold Cup final, but it's 1:30 kickoff in the UK. So I shouldn't have said anything, but I'm just going to give you a maybe, folks. If you see it, if you see an event that goes up on the page, then that's a yes. Otherwise, it's a no. But yeah, it's a late one.
One thing that you know about Zverev is he's so imposing physically that it's even visible in the first games here in this first set.
Yeah.
Just hard to deal with, especially when you're playing on hard.
Oh, down the middle with his serve. Oh, way wide.
Yeah, I think even if his shots are really lacking precision, just as I mentioned, his physicality could really take a hold of this game.
I keep forgetting that the serve time's a lot less these days. It's 25 seconds, I think, or 30 seconds.
They've got a tight schedule for the Olympics, hey?
It's lovely backhand from Zverev. Oh yes, that's lovely jubbly. 15 all. I think we have learnt that Seb is ahead of me on the stream. I'm a bit behind.
Oh, aye. And you talked about a backhand, and another one's coming up. Just sweet. Another great shot coming in there. Yeah, he's imposing himself really from the start here. You see this just to make it.
Oh, that backhand is beautiful.
Oh yeah, the next point you'll see is beautiful as well. And fast.
I'm hoping the BBC have got it on somewhere, so I might catch up. But
I'm on Eurosport.
Oh, are you?
Oh, aye.
Eurosport's great. It's like £1 a month most of the time.
I have it with my subscription anyway, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that forehand.
Yeah.
Hello.
140 kilometers an hour.
Shoo. He's in the mood.
There was a fact I was listening to the other day, and it was about the fastest golf shot.
Fastest golf shot? Okay, go on.
Yeah, and it was something like 1,200 miles an hour. I was thinking, it's just not possible. Then when they went through the fact, it was because someone did it on a plane, and this is something that they've been doing before, where they try doing golf shots on a plane just so they can get the fastest golf shot, because the plane's speed is what makes the shot so fast.
God damn it.
It's completely cheating. I dislike it so much.
I mean, oh, that's so annoying.
Yeah.
Pre-Smog Cole asking anyone has link for the match. Not at the moment. If I do find one, I could try and share it with you, like we did with the Lions match yesterday. But currently, I'm using an app on my iPad, which it doesn't provide a link for free, I'm afraid. But stay on the channel. We'll keep you updated. Oh, that beautiful backhand there from Khachanov.
Yeah. Zverev just really does struggle to return these shots, though.
He does.
I think it's very defensive play. He's not really trying to go for Khachanov in this. He's already got the break point, so it doesn't, the break game, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, his first set's already in our 5th game. Here's an amusing story for you folks. For any of you Olympic, well, golf fans, basically. We all know in major golf that you have a playoff for the win, normally, if there's a tie at the top. Well, there's 7 players that tied for 3rd place. And because of that, they have to have a playoff for 7 players for bronze. Now, when I last checked, there was a few players like Matsuyama, who's from Japan, of course, Paul Casey, our British golfer. They've just missed out in the first round of the playoff. And it's quite hilarious, really. Imagine working so hard in that playoff to find out you only get 3rd. Because if you've only just woken up or not checked yet, Sandra Schauffele is the winner of the Olympic gold medal for the USA. And if you haven't yet, folks, do subscribe to the channel. We're just over 50 subscribers away from 4,000, so any support would be really appreciated.
Yeah, and this game is the 5th game is going on for a bit longer than the other ones. Zverev's really trying to hold on and get that first set in as soon as possible.
I'm going to change my stream because I think I'm a bit too far behind.
Well, you're still on the 5th game. I'm still on the 5th game.
I think I'm like 3 points behind you.
How much is it to you?
Not sure at the moment since I'm changing stream. I completely forgot to. I should have just got my TV stick out and we could have watched the same stream. Well, that's a bit better. I'm still a bit behind, but I'm on 40-15 now.
Oh, yeah, you are behind. Wait, 40-15?
Always hit that out. Yeah, maybe I won't get any closer. Damn.
Yeah, I'm on to the 6th game now. Wait, the score. I've got an app that's saying it's going to 5 sets. On this scoreboard for Eurosport, it's only got 3 sets visible. Someone's going to have to clear something up for me.
Oh, what a serve that was, Khachanov. So I haven't really spoke to Seb since the Euros was still a thing. How are you feeling 2 weeks on or 3 weeks on?
It's all right, isn't it? It was fun while it lasted.
What were you like during the final or?
Oh, mess.
During the
absolute mess.
When it went to penalties, though, you just thought as an England fan, I thought this is the typical England route of making it so difficult.
I was just seeing Jorginho step up to take the penalty. I was thinking, Pickford's too overexcited to be able to stop a Jorginho penalty because Pickford must be the kind of goalkeeper that would just spring and try and anticipate the penalty because he's a bit smaller than the others. And Jorginho waits for the goalkeeper to go, then places the penalty. Yet he didn't, and I thought, okay, there is fucking hope. Let's hope.
That save when it hit the post, I thought, it's a sign. But
and,
no.
Yeah. Oh, is it Donnarumma's not lost a penalty shootout, or is?
Oh, thing is though, he's for the first time ever watching a penalty shootout. I was scared of a goalkeeper, even though I'm not the one playing. You know what I mean? Donnarumma just every time you saw Rashford or Sancho or anyone go up, I just thought, he's massive.
Yeah, and I've been saying this to you lot in our group for good 8 or 9 months now, that Donnarumma is one of the best goalkeepers in the world at the moment. And
He could be the best, maybe.
Well, I still put Oblak ahead of him, but I kept saying this to you, and I said, and a great season for AC Milan, and he could go somewhere for free, and it'd be every club should snap him up. It's exactly what happened. I'm happy a prediction of mine was, or foreseeing of mine was quite legitimate.
And,
I think he's
and
phenomenal.
Seb gives these for free on Let's Talk
advice.
Sport. So if Eurosport or Sky Sports will ever want him, you have to pay for him. He's not a free transfer for me.
Oh yeah,
£2.
I signed that contract. Biggest mistake ever.
He gets a bonus for the more streams he does. Yeah, all that.
I'm putting in a transfer request.
Oh, you prick. I didn't know the broadcaster's summer transfers started.
Oh yes, it's always open. I'm in the 6th game right now, so 30 love to Zverev.
Yeah, I'm 2 points behind you. No, I'm a point behind you, sorry. So I'm on 15 love.
The more love, the better.
Oh, Zverev down the middle with that ace. Lovely jubbly.
So powerful.
I'm trying to remember. I mean, I might be wrong about the Olympic tennis history, but I can't recall a men's German player winning gold medal. There might have been a long time ago, maybe, but
no. But I was reading up something about. I think there was a Russia versus Germany final in 2002.
Oh, really?
Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, and that's when Russia won a medal, but I might be completely wrong. So feel free to call me up on that.
Steffi Graf won. I mean, in the women's version, Steffi Graf won it in 1988.
I can't believe I said 2002. There was no Olympics.
Oh, yeah, it's 2000.
Yeah, 2000. It was Haas and Kafelnikov.
Oh, Haas!
Russian.
Oh, I used to love Haas.
Yeah, and Haas lost in the final to Kafelnikov. I
Ah.
can't pronounce that right. Russian tennis player. So this final has been done before. Russia versus Germany won.
Me and Seb have been spoilt in the last 2 Olympic Games, seeing Andy Murray win both singles, which I think that's quite an achievement, to be honest, when you know that Federer, Djokovic and Nadal were taking part in those as well.
Yeah, so I remember Murray in 2016 he beat Del Potro, didn't he?
Yes, in 20, that went so on late. That did I remember?
Yeah, and it was still a decent matchup, but then the one before it was Federer, wasn't it, in London?
Oh, he thrashed him as well, didn't he?
Yeah. I thought that was brilliant.
That was that. I feel like that was the start of Murray, in a way, because he lost like 2, 3, 4 weeks before that at Wimbledon to Federer in that 4-set match when it was his first ever Wimbledon final, and he was known for crying on that speech after the game.
He always bottled it.
Yeah, and it felt like he turned a corner after that match. I think he needed to lose that to learn from it.
I think Andy Murray is a great comparison. Is Wayne Rooney in football. Was a great player, never lived up to the potential, the high bar that we set for him, and probably his behaviour and temper got in the way of what he could have become.
Oh yeah, I completely agree.
So I think the comparison is completely pertinent.
Yeah, I do feel like that with Rooney at the moment, thinking he's a manager now when he should still be a player.
We're just on break point right now for the 6th game.
Yeah, Khachanov advantage.
Yep.
I do like the
Zverev where he wants them, get him around the court, and you can snatch points off him.
I do like Zverev's headband with the German badge on it.
Oh yes, it's sexy as fuck.
Yeah, he's got him right on the net there. Oh, nearly. Oh. I thought Khachanov hit it long for a moment, but he didn't.
And we're back to 40-40.
Yeah, Andy Murray, while we talk about him, he could only get to the quarterfinals in the men's doubles. He pulled out of the singles because he got advised to do just one of the competitions, so he picked doubles.
Yeah. Obviously, given the reason he retired was his injury. I doubt he would have been able to do the singles and the doubles.
Yeah.
No, I doubt it. I'm almost certain he wouldn't have been able to do that.
I think it's good to see him trying still and, trying to get to the top again, but I just can't see it happen.
I think it says a lot about him that he's trying to come back.
Yeah, I think he even tweets about it. He just goes on and says he just loves tennis. It's his, it's clearly a hobby of his as well as a job.
I think not just a hobby, but more of a passion.
Yes, definitely.
And no break point there for Khachanov. Zverev takes the game. Close call, that one.
Yeah, good chance that was for Khachanov.
It was a good chance, and hard to say he blew it, but yeah.
Of course, if Zverev wins this game, then he should win the set, really.
Yeah, obviously.
Of course,
you don't see Zverev. You wouldn't see Zverev throwing away such a lead in the set, but
no,
you never know. I think to a much higher caliber player, yeah, but not Khachanov, no. But I don't want it to be patronising, like, well, you did well, Khachanov, you got to the final. Here's a pat on the head. Because that's just completely unfair.
I think that's the weird thing about the Olympics. Like, in some of the sports, it's probably quite nice just to win any of the medals, but it must still hurt a little bit when you get to the final and then not win the gold, for example. But at the same time, it's kind of like, at least you still get to take home an Olympic medal. It's not like you're going out empty-handed, really.
Yeah, I'm not sure what people's opinions are. I think they all vary of what value they give to a medal.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still something that goes in your trophy cabinet, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's one of the biggest days of the Olympics today is the fact that it's the men's 100 metres final in the athletics. That's at 1:50 UK time, I believe. So something to look forward to after what was a thrilling women's 100 metres yesterday. Jamaica getting all 3 medals.
I'm just, we call it the 100 metres. For those using Imperial, why don't we put it in their units for them? Because I'm sure, Jamie, being a Brit as well, you use
Yards.
The Imperial system. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Especially when I watch golf.
Oh, yes, of course.
Actually, let me check who... let me check if anyone was able to snatch that bronze medal.
So...
Oh, McElroy's out of it, damn it.
So we could just say, let's not call it the 100 metres, let's call it the 109.3 yards event, just for our British and American viewers. Yes, I'm being pedantic. Sue me.
Pedantic. That's like that bit off Family Guy when Peter Griffin thinks he's smart, so he uses the same line of, I agree, shallow and pedantic.
Was it that? Yeah, maybe. I remember he made up the word prestigious. See, I can make up words too.
Oh, it looks like Colin Morikawa is still in contention for that bronze.
Oof. It's now 40-30 in this 7th game. Zverev is trying very hard to break him as soon as possible. Almost as if he wants to get this done and over with.
Yeah.
But he's not one to let up easily on the hard, so...
I mean, surely you just got to be patient, because he knows he's better than him, in terms of on paper and form, but at the end of the day, you've got to respect... I think you've got to respect your opponent as well.
Yeah.
Especially when it's a final.
Well, one thing I found quite... I mean, no one's expected Khachanov to get to this final.
No, exactly.
If you look statistically, hard surface isn't his surface. That's not his game. He is, as again mentioning statistically, a grass player.
I think, yeah, exactly.
And
I mean,
Zverev is very all-round. It's hard to tell which one Zverev is. I mean, he does better on the clay, doesn't he? But I'm not too sure.
I mean, I'm going to
He
double.
almost does, yeah.
I was going to double check Zverev's history of Grand Slam finals because I'm sure he's been in at least one.
Well, he was in the French Open final and against
that was it,
Thiem,
yeah,
wasn't it?
Yes, against Dominic Thiem. Yeah.
And I mean, Dominic Thiem is probably the next best clay player after Nadal.
Let's have a look.
And but one thing about Thiem is his all-round game is getting there as well. He will, in the future, I'm sure, not only win just a French Open, but he will get another.
I feel like US Open's his next one.
Yeah.
Maybe not this year because he's had problems this year, but.
Or maybe it's come around too early, and the Australian Open might be one for him.
Yeah.
But I think he can definitely get a different Grand Slam than the French Open. Maybe not Wimbledon, but another one, yeah.
Let's not forget, Zverev won the US Open, didn't he?
Zverev won the US Open.
Yeah, he didn't win the French. No, he won. No, he has won. He's won 2 slams, hasn't he?
Are you sure? I can't even remember.
I know, I can't remember. I've had to just remind myself. I mean, I've just looked at Zverev's Grand Slam record. So yeah, his best at the Aussie Open was semi-finals of 2020, just before COVID struck. French Open semi-finals this year, and at Wimbledon he's only got to the 4th round, which was also this year. And he was a finalist to Dominic Thiem last year.
He's not won any. He's not won any.
Who's Zverev?
Yeah, he's not won a Grand Slam.
He's not. I knew that.
I was confused with what you were saying. I was like, he's not won a Grand Slam.
Oh no, I was on about Dominic Thiem saying he's won 2.
Oh no, Dominic Thiem. Yeah.
Oh no, he's won 1. No, he's only won 1. I keep thinking he won the French, but no, it was only the US Open he won.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm getting confused. But
it is early in the morning for us.
Yeah, but he will win a French Open one day. I'm quite certain he will.
I mean,
it's just waiting for Nadal to get out the game, right?
Well, yeah, which could be another 50 years. But no.
No, I think it'll come around sooner than we think.
Well, I mean, he lost, didn't he, in the semis this time? So
yeah,
you never know.
I don't think I saw that coming, especially the way it started. I was watching that and thinking after the first few games, yeah, he's going to beat Djokovic in straight sets here.
I think that's why Djokovic is going to be really gutted about that Olympic defeat, because he's had to go all out and win matches that aren't always going to be on his side, which was, for example, Nadal at the French Open.
But that French Open tournament from Djokovic was shaky but absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah. I remember you were saying at the start of Wimbledon, you'd be like, nah, there's no way Djokovic can win the French in Wimbledon. And he did.
He did, yeah. I mean, fair play to him.
But I guess, was it... No, Federer did. Yeah, Federer lost in his last set at Wimbledon 6-love, which he'd never done before.
He was carrying an injury, which is why he pulled out the French Open as well, because he wants to be fully fit for Wimbledon, and he clearly wasn't at Wimbledon. It was a scary thing to see that Federer lost so badly in Wimbledon, even if he was carrying an injury.
Of course, Seb lives in Switzerland, if you've just joined us, so you'd obviously get his normal FHM magazine covers of Federer or Stan Wawrinka or even Bencic maybe, but of course she'll be on the magazine covers, I think, with a gold medal when she comes back.
I was just in the car the other day with a friend and just seen it in his back seat in the pocket. There's a little RF cap. It's just almost modern culture here. He's an icon. National hero.
I remember when he switched to Uniqlo, and because he's no longer a Nike tennis player, but he turned up at Wimbledon wearing a Uniqlo shirt, and everyone was like, "What's he doing? He's betraying Nike." And it was like, "Oh, he's signed a new deal."
There's big problems about claiming the brand, the logo. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so when he was part of Uniqlo, they hadn't got his brand yet.
No, exactly, yeah.
And then he announced on Instagram, like 2 years later after they got the Uniqlo sponsorship, to go, the RF brand has been revived. We've got caps ready to sell on Uniqlo with new colours. I've still got his old Nike one, so I haven't got a Uniqlo one. But I do like the branding a lot. My dad's not a fan, but
the whole Uniqlo idea was the way they make their products, and it's very environmentally friendly, and I think it's free trade. Again, someone has to verify that for me, but it's all about the way that it's manufactured.
Which, of course, Federer does run a foundation as well, so he does have charity causes under his name. Oh yeah, Zverev there. I think he's on his way here to this first set. He's just a point away to leave 5-3 before Khachanov has to serve again to stay in the set. But
making hard work of it again for himself.
For any of you who are watching, let us know where you're watching the tennis from today.
Did you see that serve? Oh no, it's out, but 210 kilometers an hour. He just does it. It's just second nature for him.
Do you remember Andy Roddick?
Yeah, I do. I remember that final. I think it was 2009 of Wimbledon, where he was just trying to hold out Federer for so long. You knew he lost it.
Yeah.
But he just kept going, and it was like, I've got so much admiration for him now, because he could have just thrown in the towel, and he probably should have for his own physical health, but he just kept going and going and going. He took that one really hard, I think. Yeah, I think that was a big moment in his career, but not for the better.
Because I think he'd been at least in 1 or 2 Wimbledon finals in the past with Federer, and
it was the second time, wasn't it? I think that he was in the final in 2 years or something.
Yeah, because I think the year before was Nadal beating Federer, and then Nadal Federer in 2007 as well, I think.
Yeah.
But I do remember Andy Roddick interviewing Federer, because they're really good friends off the court, and I remember Roddick asking him a question, which I'd imagine they were allowed to swear in this interview, but he goes, "What's it like winning Wimbledon, you dick?" It was absolutely brilliant.
Did you see the video of it was Roddick, I think, yeah, who saw Ben Stiller in the crowd and then just jumped over and tried getting an autograph? Was that Roddick?
I'm not sure, maybe.
I want to think it's Roddick, but it might not have been.
Oh.
Yeah, 15-all in this net now, for Zverev to get the 6th game.
I think for Khachanov, he might just want to focus on that second set, really.
If he wins this, it's 5-4. He's not that far off.
No.
It's not impossible, but I just don't see him breaking twice. Zverev.
No, I think you're right. Win your serve game at least and see what happens. Yeah. Oh, Zverev there hitting the net, which with his backhand he should have got that over the net.
Should have done better, yeah.
Yeah. Both players running from left to right during that rally.
Yeah, I mean, obviously when you're playing on a hard surface, you're gonna run around a lot, but you still think Zverev is gonna win this quite convincingly, even if he's had, I mentioned before, making hard work of it. Zverev doesn't like to make things easy for himself.
No, it sounds like, again, in relation to Andy Murray in a way.
I think Andy Murray was different. I think Andy Murray was just, his temper really just got in the way of him all the time. Zverev, I think he's just a bit clumsy.
Thank you very much. A cup of tea for me. As it is 10 a.m. here in the UK. Well, nearly. I'm live streaming. What's up?
All now in this 9th set. The game, sorry. 9th set.
Now I'm back. Sorry about that. My dad asking me what time the race is on, yet he forgot I was live streaming. What time's the race on?
That's what text messages are for.
Yeah.
You don't communicate with the family members.
You have a group chat these days.
Just an easy backhand again that Zverev has got out, and now it's 40-30 to Khachanov.
Ooh, juice here. Ashley Barty, that was a surprise. She went out in the very first round of the women's tennis week. Yep. You know, just 2 weeks after winning in Wimbledon,
and won it in really convincing fashion, right?
She did. But I think this is the thing. Since Serena's obviously not been good enough to win a Grand Slam at the moment, women's tennis, I'll say this now, yes, you have your rankings, but to me the rankings mean nothing.
Game, yeah.
Exactly. And I think this is I love it because it makes it more exciting. Sadly, Seb and I, as much as I love Djokovic, Nadal and Federer, well, I say love, I don't love it. It's quite boring now. But
it's not, because we're seeing the rise of those lower tennis players, which is nice to see.
Which
them
we've been
break
saying
that
for
barrier.
10 years.
That's true. But I think, I say that, but Djokovic has just completely dominated tennis this year. So I mean, completely wrong about that statement, aren't I? But it is nice to see those surprises like Zverev in the semi-final the other day against Djokovic. And let's not forget, Djokovic didn't even get bronze now, so...
He didn't, no. I mean, he has done bronze in the past, but maybe he thought bronze this time. He thought, nah, I've already got one.
Maybe.
But the next Olympics is Paris in 3 years. Maybe there's still time for Djokovic to have one last chance at gold, and I'd imagine... we'll see. But since it's Paris, I'd imagine it'll be at Roland Garros. But
I don't think Djokovic will lose too much sleep about not having an Olympic gold medal.
Do you not think?
No. I think he's very much
focused on the US, maybe.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only reason why I would have lost a bit of sleep is just because of that Golden Slam. I mean, what a year it would have been if he had... I still think he'll win the US Open, but imagine winning that as well. That would have been some...
it'd be some achievement.
Way to do it.
And then you can't argue that he is probably the best tennis player ever.
I think he is now, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've been saying it for the last 4 years, I'd say. As much as I love Federer, I've kind of put my hands up. It was on this channel as well 3-4 years ago on one of our shows where I claimed my guilty pleasure, sadly, which a few of my friends who are big Federer fans do not agree with me still, but I'm afraid that's the way I see it.
Yeah, and people have a hard time to accept that Djokovic is because of who Djokovic is and his reputation.
Why do you think people don't like him?
It's hard, isn't it? It's hard to really put your finger down to it. There's a lot of speculation around, and when you try looking it up and people say, oh, but his attitude during matches, well, most tennis players have a bad attitude. I mean, it's not just uniquely Djokovic. I don't know. I think people just like to hate someone, and that's the guy. And there is a certain arrogance to him, but so what? You've got to be arrogant to be the best.
Yeah, exactly. I think you have to do things that isn't popular.
Yeah.
And maybe I do think because we gone on to love Federer and Nadal before Djokovic properly came onto the scene. I do think
they're not exemplary either when they play tennis. Nadal and Federer, they've had their fair share of being dicks, shall we say? Yeah,
maybe smaller moments than Djokovic, but yeah, they've all had their moments. Federer's had moments with line judges and all that.
What a sore loser sometimes Federer is. I mean, this is not uniquely Djokovic.
Yeah.
I think it's just too easy. Okay, are you kidding? Djokovic is devastated. Yeah, but I still think Djokovic is just... Well, he's a winner. He's a winner, but
I think
he's really devastated.
Honestly, I'd give it a week or two, and he'll be focused on the next tournament.
Yeah, he's not someone he doesn't dwell that much on that sort of thing. That's why he's a serial winner.
I think he'd be more devastated from that US Open last year when he knew he was favourite to win the whole thing, and there was no Nadal or Federer there, I don't think. And then it was in his hands, and then he hit the ball at that official. So I think that's when he'd be more devastated, when it's in your hands to still bottle it up when you were winning a match. But I think he'll be devastated for now. I agree with Freeman, but I'd give it a week, and honestly, he'll just move on because he's got a Grand Slam to still wrap up the year and end it with all 4 Grand Slams. And that would be, I think he'd be the first player ever to do it twice, which is to hold all 4 of them.
Maybe.
Because Rod Laver did it. Djokovic did it in 2016 as well when he won the French against Andy Murray, I remember. But yeah, Rod Laver did it at least once as well.
So we're on set 2 now.
We are, yes.
6-3.
So, Zverev 1-0 up.
Yep.
Which, he only had to break his serve once before just to make sure, but he, as expected, the favourite in this final is ahead. Where are you watching the match from today, Freeman? If you're still watching, we'd love to hear from you all.
I didn't think it wasn't that convincing from Zverev, but no, job done. But But even so, we mentioned Djokovic before. You can see him coming back for the next Olympics easily.
Yeah, 3 years.
I'm winning it. I wouldn't worry too much. You'd still put good money on him to win gold.
I do feel as well with Djokovic, but I think he can thank Federer in a way, which is he can look at Federer, for example, and go, look, he's still near the top at his age. Surely I can at his age as well.
Yeah, everyone's different, anything can happen right to your own physical health, but
yeah,
I'm sure he'll be confident enough to be in tip-top shape when the next Olympic comes around.
If you haven't yet, folks, do subscribe to the channel. Do give us a like and do click that subscribe button. We also do, as well as tennis, we do F1, snooker, football, golf, you name it. We do quite a lot of that. UFC, quite a lot of different sports on the channel. So and rugby as well. The Lions Tour will be doing the third and final test next Saturday, and of course someone has to win. It's one apiece in that series between South Africa and the British and Irish Lions. And of course the football season's back in the next week or so, which means a lot more when Mönchengladbach beat Bayern Munich on the opening day of the Bundesliga. I've said it here.
Yeah, struggled to get the tickets for that. I'm still trying.
Are you because you try and via the Mönchengladbach website, if I can remember.
Yeah, because I paid to be a member there, so.
How much? €60 was it?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I mean, tough for you.
Now that people are allowed back in stadiums, it's all.
I was going to say, in Germany, is it going to be full stadiums or?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Like 50%.
I think it's at 20,000. Not sure of the details. But yeah, I
think if it was normal days, Seb, you'd have had a ticket, no problem.
Yeah, and I'm allowed to go into Germany, so.
Oh, you're not?
I am.
Oh, you are? Oh, we're not, though, are we, in the UK?
Don't think so.
Well, I think, unless, maybe we are, but we might have to self-isolate or something.
Or maybe, I don't know how it is with the, test, if you got a negative test. They're just showing highlights of the diving. I don't know if you see the British athlete who's knitting in the crowd.
Really?
Just knitting. Just saw a quick snippet of that, and that was brilliant.
I wonder if she's part of the team or something, because there's no fans allowed in there, I don't think.
He.
Was it a he?
What a conflated assumption there, Jamie.
What can I say? I assume too much.
That's dangerous.
Zverev looking good in his serve game.
Yeah. Lethal flip serves.
40 love game, that one. Yeah, no problem there. Yeah.
So what have you watched during the Olympics, Jimmy?
Mainly the golf and the football. Women's football, that is, because at least with women's football, you've got all level. Sorry, excuse me. You've got, you can take anyone. It's not like the men's where you can only take 3 players that are over the age of 23. Actually, this year.
Do you agree with that system, or do you? I mean, what's your opinion on that?
I guess for the youngsters, it gives them a bit of experience, I guess, at an international tournament. But I'd rather just see I'd rather see an actual senior team. Quite frankly,
wouldn't you like it? I mean, isn't the Olympics supposed to be the best of the elite athletes?
Well, this is what I mean. Like, some people are starting to say it's for the lower ranked sports and all that, and I'm thinking, no, the Olympics is for exactly. Tennis and golf are great examples to go, well, actually, the best of those sports play in it. So
exactly.
Table tennis, it's always the best that win that. The world champions normally win in that. Athletics is no different. So, yeah, I'd rather it was a senior tournament because, I mean, quite frankly, you might actually get some interest.
Yeah.
Women's football, I love the Olympics for women's football because everyone can play. In terms of each nationality, yeah, exactly, and I'm for that, and that's why I'm more interested in the women's side of it than the men's.
It's just that not allowing anyone over the age of 23. It already is setting a precedent of exclusion that I don't really agree with. As you mentioned, it's basically the point that you're making, but the rules are to exclude certain people.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I don't agree with.
No, I
just on principle.
No, I don't agree either. Maybe we should start a petition on Let's Talk Sport. Bring back senior men's football at Olympics, even though it's probably never been brought back before. But no, currently, I did watch USA Netherlands. That was a great game the other day. That went to penalties. Mm-hmm. Sadly, Team GB lost in extra time to Australia in the women's there. Sam Kerr coming up with the goods for Australia. So yeah, I like women's football. The annoying thing is though, Seb, the women's football schedule's been quite kind because I'm working from home at the moment. I've got it on in the background, so it's on during the day because they're night matches. But the gold medal match for the women's game on Friday is going to be a 3 a.m. start in the UK. I'm like, what? Out of all the games, that one's going to be on really early.
That must mean it's on really early though in Japan as well. 11, it must be like 9 or 10 in the morning.
It's 11 a.m. I think. So I don't know. I don't understand that. They might have decided to go for that time because there's not going to be any crowding anyway. But
yeah,
unless there's other sports they're trying to get out the way TV schedule wise.
Yeah, there's obviously a schedule that they've got to respect.
But yeah, I'm quite good about that.
Just back onto this match, Zverev's
2 break points.
Yeah. It's 40-30 at the moment.
Oh, I've got it. The scoreboard in front of us says juice, so it looks as though they've got to...
Yeah, it's just seen that now, juice.
Don't be shy, folks. Get in touch on our live chat page. If you haven't yet, do subscribe.
Yeah, Zverev was up 40-15 in this, so I mean... Khachanov is not letting up easy.
Ooh.
And it's advantage to Zverev. Decent rally there. Yeah,
Big moments
I
for
think
Zverev.
he might break already.
I think the bronze is still being decided in the golf.
How do they decide that? Explain that to me.
So, oh god, how do I explain? So, playoff, it's basically... So, because there's 7 of them, they'll play it on a hole. Let's say let's say 3 of them get par and 4 of them get a bogey. And I think those 4 who got a bogey go out.
It's like an elimination system.
Yeah, I think they will do.
Not the best.
Exactly, I think they will do. Oh, Rory McIlroy's come out and said...
this is one hell of a rally here right now. Oh, when he hits the net.
Oh,
that's...
Two love.
Two love, yeah.
It's interesting what McIlroy has said here about... Because he's just missed out on bronze. He said he didn't expect how big golf at the Olympics would be. He says, this isn't just another golf tournament. It's much bigger than that. And I didn't realise that until I got here. Golf has its Olympic Games 4 times a year, which is he's calling it as the majors, but this has a different feeling. I'm excited for what's ahead for my next Olympic experience. Interesting words from Rory McIlroy, who didn't do the Rio Olympic golf when it made its debut back in 2016. I say debut, first time in a century, I think, since Olympics had golf. And yeah, Rory McIlroy didn't take part in the last one because of the Zika virus. That was his excuse anyway, and people questioned if that was his excuse. But I just think, look, respect the guy. If he doesn't want to go, he doesn't want to go.
Ironic that he missed out on that from the virus. That was a lot less
Yeah.
common spread as the one that we're going through right now.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was an excuse, but quite frankly, I look at it and think it's up to him.
I don't know enough. I don't know enough to say. If it's an excuse, does it really matter?
And let's not forget as well, Seb, we had crowds in at Rio Olympics, despite a Zika virus being around. So
it wasn't that much of an outbreak, though, was it?
No, but maybe they should have done that for Japan as well. But oh well.
Well, we're getting too political in our opinions about it if we start diving into that.
I mean, just imagine if you're the organisers of the Olympic of Tokyo.
Oh, terrible that from Zverev. Just way off that backhand.
But just imagine being those organisers, though. All those years of prep, and you're not even going to have a crowd. And surely the Olympic Games are losing money just even organising this now, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I guess so. But we can't make life stay too still for the virus. I don't know. It's a difficult one to get my head around. I don't know how much money they would be losing, but they surely will be losing too much.
I'm sure. I wouldn't be surprised if they release those numbers in a year or so. To be honest,
but if you postpone it, then
it's even worse.
Risk getting cancelled because there's another one. Oh, another backhanded to give away from there, Zverev.
I think the problem is as well is that you can't keep delaying it because the athletes are, especially in athletics and all that, they'll all be like, "Oh, we're training, but when do we train again?" You know, it's stuff like that. But I do think.
Well, if you delay an event like this, imagine if you're just, say, for instance, delaying your 25th birthday just because there's a pandemic.
Yeah.
You can't realistically do that.
No, you can't.
Not, I mean, I think everyone knows that we can't exactly stop time, so it has to go ahead one way or another.
Well, it's like the Euros, isn't it? You know, they delayed it for 1 year and they went, we either do it now or it's not going to happen. Because they couldn't do it next summer. Because imagine if they did it next summer when the World Cup's just months afterwards. It'd be a killer for the players.
I think just logistically as well, you just can't feasibly put things off in that sort of way.
Exactly. And imagine starting next summer playing in the Euros. Then you're going to go straight and play in one of the top leagues. Then pause the leagues just so you have to go and play in Qatar in the toughest conditions. Yeah. Oh, screw that. That's just, I don't care how much money they earn. That's a big ask.
Just an ace there from Zverev.
He's in his own game here, I feel.
Yeah, he's making mistakes, but I just think Khachanov is not good enough to capitalise on them.
Free love for Zverev in the second set. You do feel if he just takes this set straight away, then Khachanov needs to get his coffee in and wake himself up.
Yeah, he's making it difficult. He's opening up the court for Khachanov to exploit him, but he's just making it difficult for him.
Let's check our poll at the moment. So, 97 of you have voted. We've asked you who will win the gold medal, and Zverev has 81%.
Not gonna lie, I put Zverev in there as well.
Me too. So 95 of you have said that as well.
I wouldn't be surprised if we broke in the next game as well. So,
Khachanov 19%, which.
Big problem is you close that poll way too late.
The great thing is about the YouTube poll is that once you click it, that's it. You can't get out of it. You've made your vote on that
like
account.
Any poll on those social medias, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, like Twitter, you can't rechange your vote. I think
which is how it should be.
Same. Yep. Live with your error of prediction. Something that I
could be worse.
Let's remember a year ago when I said Barcelona might win the Champions League.
Well, I said PSG, so yeah.
Yeah, it's not
we
a
were
bad
both
guess,
wrong.
Though. It's not a bad guess. Though.
I might say
Mine
this
was a bit
year
more
though.
Ridiculous.
I might say. I mean, I think they've got a better chance this year, PSG,
I
because
think
of
they've
Donnarumma
got to do
and
it
all
now.
that.
Donnarumma, Ramos,
Wijnaldum, yeah. Jinx, double jinx, padlock. You can't speak.
How old are you, Jamie? Jinx, double jinx, padlock. But I see what you mean, and yeah, they have to be favourites.
When you've got someone like Ramos leading your defence, who's won it so many times, he knows exactly what he'll bring to the table. I'm very excited for PSG, actually, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Donnarumma, Ramos.
Why you say diorama?
I don't know. How do you say? Donnarumma. Sorry. Maybe I've drank so much rum, I'm so used to saying the rum. But yeah, when you look at that, Wijnaldum, but then like imagine you've got Mbappe, Neymar, and Ramos all in the same team, and with the best goalkeeper in the world. I mean,
adding depth.
Oh, yeah, they should do it.
I've heard they might get Theo Hernandez, and if they get Theo Hernandez,
what from Bayern?
Milan. Theo, not Lucas. It's Lucas's brother.
I was getting.
Better left
back. Is it? Oh, the brothers are they?
Better than Lucas. Yet Lucas probably. I mean, I think Lucas is better centre back, but fight me on that all you will. But Theo, I think, is one of the best in in Europe at the moment, one of the best left backs. He's brilliant, but wasn't taken in the French team. And they saw that it didn't pay off because they put Rabiot at left back in that match against Switzerland.
Of course, Seb comes from a country that at least can say they won a penalty shootout, but lost one as well at the Euros, which was probably one of our best watch-alongs. I must admit, it was jam-packed fun, that game. I'll never forget that footage of that French fan drumming, when it's 3-2, and on the last minute he's drumming, and then he sees the goal and he goes, "Oh shit!"
No, do you remember that? Do you remember that Swiss fan who was crying?
Yeah.
And he's famous now.
He got like loads of donations, or I'm like, how do you even find this guy?
he decided to start an Instagram account and then instantly got, I think, 30,000 followers.
God damn it! It was like that moth from the Euro final that was on Ronaldo's eye or whatever eyelid.
Yeah, that created a meme as well.
Yeah, that got
the light.
That someone created an account for that moth. That moth has more followers than all of us here. I mean, the moth is more. It's probably dead now. I mean.
Oh yeah, I'm remembering the Anfield cat.
The Anfield, was that the black cat?
I can't remember what colour it was, but it was just one that sat on the pitch, just nonchalantly.
I love it. Oh, Khachanov! I just saw his forehand there down the right side.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful shot. It's a bit more like it. Come on, we need some more competition here, man. We don't want to see a straight set win in a Olympic final. We all remember.
Oh, he's
the last
really
Olympic
on the back
final.
foot right now, Khachanov. It's 30-15 to swim in this game, but really on the back foot. Oh, it's very.
Seb got so excited his headset came off. He didn't hear me say that, but I was saying that Seb got so excited his headset came off.
No, it wasn't getting excited, just frustrated by that backhand from Zverev.
Oh.
I don't know what you're seeing. It's just
Oh,
one of those,
I've just seen it as well. What?
It's just one of those, oh dear moments.
You've
isn't
got
it?
to finish that.
Yeah.
But how has Khachanov kept himself in this one? I do not know. Oh, Zverev. Poor backhand. No control.
Yeah, that's the point, yeah. Zverev been much in control despite losing the game at the moment, but yeah, it's extremely frustrating to see.
Khachanov knows he has to win this game. He's 2 points clear in this game, so he's got to. But the fact that now, as I say that, the scoreboard in front of me says it's juice, so the fact that he can't seem to even get it when he's on top in his service game is worrying.
And the fact is that he just put that out easily to make it juice. I mean, just overhitting it. There's no composure in this from him.
No.
Yeah. How tall is Zverev?
Is he 6'8"?
I
7?
think
No,
6'8".
no. Sorry, that's big speaking way over.
I think
I'm sure he's 6'6".
6'3" or the 4. I think he's 6'4".
Jamie Burgoyne has got in touch. He says stairs up to the bedrooms. Yep, those stairs.
How dare he?
There's that line, and that line off Trailer Park Boys Burgoyne I can't stop laughing at. I am the liquor. I'm gone.
I'm not cracking to this.
Well, whoever wins today will get these stairs up to the medals. No, that didn't
Terrible.
work. No.
There's stairs up to the podium, Jamie.
It's just that clip when he goes, stairs goes up to the bedrooms.
Just doubting it, and then he just said it.
It's just the fact that he's not sure whether to say it.
Will someone help me out? What's happened with Zverev's t-shirt, the white one? It seems yellow.
It's not his
a big
sweat, is it?
patch. I'm curious. What is it? The patch of yellow.
Yeah, I mean, like, because there's only. Where's the red?
Great return there, and he's on for a break point as well, again. Zverev.
Yeah, advantage for him, and he was 40-15 down in this game as well.
Yeah, and I mean, I thought Khachanov had it. He was at the net, and it seemed like that was it. But Zverev's backhand to get it perfectly across the court, brilliant.
that backhand. Oh, that's a great shot.
Yeah.
One of the shots of the day.
Well, you could say Khachanov should have capitalised on it a bit better. He makes it easier for Zverev. Oh, back to deuce.
I think Burgoyne's working this morning.
If he's getting in touch, it's because he's working.
Yeah, Burgoyne. You'll have to tell your employee you're getting paid to watch us.
Oh, aye.
Do subscribe to the channel, folks. We are hoping to get to 4,000 subscribers soon, and it's your support that keeps us going with our live sport watch-alongs. Your home of sport watch-alongs. We've actually got some snooker coming up in the next few weeks, the British Open, which I don't know if that's been a thing before, but there's so many tournaments that happen in England with our main World Snooker Tour, so I don't really know the difference with that. But Mark Allen going up against his ex-missus is going to be interesting.
That's really hilarious.
I didn't know they had a kid together.
Yeah,
Never knew that.
There's a problem with them on a TV appearance as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, apparently because she was a pundit, wasn't she? And you know when they use that practice room now and again as their background?
Yeah.
He was in there, and I think Mark Allen ordered her to go, when I'm practicing, I don't want her in the same room. Which I think's a bit... I get what he's saying, but it's a bit childish, I think. I just think, get on with it, mate. She's got a job to do, you've got a job to do. I mean... But yeah, so it clearly just shows where they're at in their friendship.
It's juice again. I mean, again, Khachanov gets close to the net and has a perfect chance to finish the game. But he makes it too easy.
Well, I think, because the match is at 1 hour and 6 minutes.
And
I think this is the longest game we've had.
Zverev just gets it over his head. Convincing shot from Zverev, and I still think he will break him. Especially because Khachanov is not looking like he's going to get any aces in this. Oh. Now it's advantage to Zverev.
Ooh.
Let's try and get a 5th juice in this game.
So, it's advantage Zverev again.
Yeah, I think this might be the one now. This next point.
Oh, just saw it. Oh, that backhand again, Zverev to make it advantage. Oh, so good. I do think, I mean, maybe this is the start of Zverev if he wins this gold medal. Because as I said,
like you mentioned with Murray before.
Yeah, I feel like this is similar, where Murray won that Olympic gold, and then weeks later he'd win the US Open, which would be his first ever Grand Slam.
But Zverev just can be so underwhelming sometimes, and it's a shame.
Yeah.
But I think they're better tennis players. That's just the harsh fact about it. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he's won that.
4-0.
4-love. Zverev in control in this second set.
Well, he was behind, and I think that must have been the longest game of them all.
I think easily. Hopefully they'll put it up on the screen in a minute of how long that one was. They normally do.
It's one of those ones. It's not the fact that he broke him, but Khachanov didn't really challenge him that much. Didn't really ask much questions of Zverev. Zverev gave the points away. Well, no, if Khachanov got the points, it's mainly because Zverev was giving them away. Terrible shots out. And you don't expect Khachanov to break Zverev in this one, so 5-love, yeah, done and dusted basically. And he aces it straight away. Yeah, he's talking business now, Zverev.
He's in a game in his own, I feel.
Did check the height, 6'6".
6'6". Ah, okay. I kept thinking. I don't know why I said 6'8" when John Isner's 6'8".
30 love, and that return from Khachanov.
I do have John Isner's shoe on my shelf here, actually, which Seb won't be able to see on Zoom, but he'll have to watch on the stream. But here it is. When I was working at the finals, he left his trainers behind, so I nicked one of them.
I've got the stream up, but I'll see it maybe a minute or two later.
So there it is. Yeah, big shoes. That's why I nicked them, because I thought it'd be quite unique.
Big shoes. Yeah, this is done and dusted, basically. 40 love.
I think me and you are done and dusted after that joke.
Khachanov just puts it out.
5 love. God damn it.
I don't know if it's 5 love yet, but it definitely is getting there.
Wow. Jamie Burgoyne asking which Trey the Pot Boys line. I am the liquor.
Oh God! And it's in that game. There was the ace from Zverev. If not, all the other points were because Khachanov just hit it long.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't really see Khachanov getting back into this at all.
Yeah, I think this is...
I think if you want to go for an ambitious bet, maybe put a quid on it and you'd win a shit ton.
Yeah, it's not a bad shout.
Well, no, it kind of is, because I think you're better off using that quid for something else.
And for any of you American fans that think they're going to beat Mexico tonight, get out. No, I'm actually quite nervous.
So let's see what the whole betting. Yeah, they've cancelled the betting for the match.
Have they?
Yep. But for the second set, they've got Khachanov at 101. I work in European odds, so that means when you put 1 quid down, you will get 101 back.
I didn't realise. I've just realised that I always forget that they can wear the necklaces when they're playing, which you do see, like the slow-mo of Zverev there with his on, and sometimes I'm sure it hits them on the chin at least, which must be a bit annoying.
I wouldn't wear one. It just seems like an inconvenience.
Yeah,
the jewellery rule though in football, you know, if you're wearing jewellery, I don't know how it is at professional level because I think they check a lot more regularly, but
they do. Yeah.
At least at a non-professional level, if you wear jewellery and the referee hasn't checked properly and sees it, it's a yellow cardable offence.
Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah, because I noticed, especially in the big tournaments like the Euros and all that, you see them in the tunnel, and the referees check, don't they?
Yeah, and
they check all of them.
You can wear it, but with tape over it, I think.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
But
and
Reyes was known for that.
15 love to Zverev already.
Yeah, Reyes was known for that, where
True.
He kept having to get stopped and put it off, for God's sake. But it's the fact that, like, it's when they do it so many times you just think, really? What are you trying to get out of it?
Yeah. I don't see the point. Why are you still keeping your necklace on or your jewellery on for a sporting event?
And the referee's got enough to worry about than that.
Well, it's his job to check that sort of thing. So
we've just had a text from Luke Tanner, who's our transfer journalist on our group chat. He says it's Liverpool versus Manchester United for signing Sol Niguez. Niguez, is it? Oh.
I guess so.
United have been linked to him, but I think Liverpool have been a bit closer towards him than United. As a United fan, I can't see us signing anyone else till we make a few departures.
I could be wrong, but I think it's Sal Niguez who doesn't want to go?
Who's he play for again? Atletico?
Atletico Madrid, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know anything about him, to be honest.
So he was supposed to be the next big thing when he had a great under-21 Euros tournament, and I think everyone thought, you know, this is the next generation from Iniesta and Xavi. This is the next big thing, but he didn't even go to the Euros. He's struggling to get into Atletico Madrid's team, and yeah, it's just not the same Sal Niguez. But he's still young enough. I think he's 26, so still young enough to get back to that level. But very proactive midfielder.
Is there any transfers in the football right now that you would like to see that are rumoured, or any that you think needs to happen?
Ooh, what I'd like? Difficult because I'm not a supporter of a club. I would, I would like to see either Harry Kane or Grealish go to City just to see what they can become.
Do you think Grealish will go?
Apparently, it's going to be announced Monday.
Yeah, I saw Stuart in our group chat say that. I don't know. He didn't link it though, so I'm not sure who.
I don't know. I really don't know at this point. I just think that Grealish and Kane must be fighting to get there first, so they can take number 10.
I think
because number 10's available at City.
I mean, I can't see City signing both of them.
Just seems a bit off, doesn't it? It doesn't seem City-like, does it?
Well, no, you're right, because City have never actually gone any further than like 80 million signing one player. So
yeah, I think it's not 80 million even. I think wasn't Ruben Diaz the most expensive player at 65 million euros?
Yeah. Which, it's always been like 60 million for some of these players, never more than like, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I find weird, but then maybe they'll say that's why they haven't got a Champions League. I don't know, I'm speculating completely.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like, I saw a tweet yesterday, and I might have overreacted to it, but it was saying that Pep has spent, if he does get Grealish, for example, he would have spent 900 odd million, which annoyed me when they put that up, because I'm like, hang on, he hasn't spent it yet. We don't know. Don't assume it.
Well, he has spent a certain amount, so yeah.
Yeah, but like,
there's an argument for it,
but they say that, but it's like, you know, United have spent a fortune over the last few years, and they've won nothing. At least City can say they've won trophies year in, year out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I get, like, Pep's got all the money in the world to get the players he wants, but I just think, well, it's because we know the owners are fucking rich, so of course they're going to do it. I mean, I think if you're a City fan and they didn't invest in the team, then you'd be concerned to go, well, why do you own the club? You know, there's a lot of ownerships out there that are mega rich, but they don't put money into the squad. So, you know, I think if anything, Man City fans are loving it. But yeah. I don't know.
People complain when owners don't spend enough, and they complain when they do. So you know.
Yeah, there's always two sides.
Yeah, there's always going to be different people who don't agree. So it's 5-1 in this set.
Khachanov holding on.
Well, it didn't seem much like he was holding on.
No, he's probably like, screw it, I'll go for the 5-setter if I can. I mean, imagine though, Seb, being in that. I mean, even just us two here sitting here talking about it, where imagine being a player where you sit back down after 2 sets and you're 2 sets down, knowing that you've got to win every set now to win the goal. Surely your motivation's not always going to be there. For some, it might be to go, I've got nothing to lose, let's throw everything at it. But at the same time, you could feel a bit drained and go, you know what, it's been a long week.
I'm a bit confused there. Zverev is just challenged and that was clearly out. I think just because he had one left. So
you should have gone to Specsavers.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know what I mean, though, in terms of,
When you are 6-0 down or something like that, it's just, you can't. Well, sorry, 6-0 is impossible. 5 love. You can't realistically think that you're going to get back into it. But then you do look at Zverev's comeback against Djokovic, and it's still quite spectacular. So you've got to have mental strength, and you've probably got to have mental strength to be a professional in the first place, and that's what makes you one of the best.
Luke Tanner's very confident. He says, I think Sol will end up at Liverpool. Sol only goes to Manchester United if Pogba leaves.
This Liverpool idea.
I love what Dan Hughes has put. He's put plenty of room for another midfielder. Pogba, Fred, McTominay, Pereira, Garner, Van der Beek, Matic, Hannibal, Levitt. Do you think Pogba will go?
I don't think so. I think it's too complicated.
I think in a current COVID times, I mean, imagine if, I know PSG are rumoured to be interested, but I think PSG would only take him on if he's only going to be, 40, 50 million. So I think for PSG, they've done their business.
Solid from Zverev.
Oh. Yeah. He's showing why they're both different in the seedings.
Yeah. So now for the gold medal point.
I love that. I love that shot from Khachanov just then. You know when Zverev lobbed it and it went deep into his court,
Yeah.
and then Khachanov did that weird kind of spin of like,
he's won it.
It was like an awkward bounce. He was like, shit.
He's done it. He's won it.
He has 2 sets to love up now with one set to go.
So it's over, Jamie. It's over.
Oh, so they're not doing 5 sets?
No, they're doing 3.
I'm so confused. Why did they do that?
No, he's won it. He's won it gold medal.
Oh, so it's over.
Yeah, because I saw on an app that had the 5 sets up, and I was like, okay. But then you saw on Eurosport they had the 3 sets there, so I was like, okay, no.
I wonder why they've changed it this year.
Yeah, because usually they did 5. They did 5 in the other ones.
Yeah, there was 5.
And I remember Murray beating Federer 5-love. No, it's 3-2.
3. Yeah. Yeah, he's won it. He's down on his knees. He can't believe it. And I said this before. You know, this is his biggest win of his career in my eyes.
But yeah. It is the biggest win of his career.
Because he's proven that he's now got to a. Obviously it's not a major final, but he's got to a massive final. I know he was up against someone lower ranked than him, but it's still about getting the job done. He knew the pressure was on him today, and there he is. He gets his hands up in the air. He'll probably thank the sky. Oh! Did you see that?
What?
Khachanov slamming his racket on the stool while Zverev was celebrating. It was kind of like a party pooper moment.
I did not see that. That's a shame.
Which I understand he won't be happy with the way he performed, especially when he lost that set 6-1. But I think you've got to. It just shows how much they want to win. But at the same time, Seb, for Khachanov, I think if they had told him at the start of the tournament, you're going to win silver medal, I think he would take it.
Yeah, but then I also think he got to the final because he was quietly confident with like the exclusion of Tsipras and Medved on his side of the draw. So, you know, he probably fancied his chances to get to the final when that was announced. But yeah, you disappointment obviously, and I think Khachanov needed this to restart his career.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, he's this could open up so much opportunities and chances for Zverev and help him out with some experience, I feel, after this tournament. To beat Djokovic the way he did and to then go on and win a gold medal,
I think that's it, isn't it? Beating Djokovic in the semi-final the way he did.
Yeah.
Which is important mentally for him.
Which I think, I might be wrong, but I think Djokovic has only lost like 1 match this year. So if that is the case, then that is some, to beat Djokovic in the form of his life is, you gotta take it.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that's the thing. Like, imagine beating Djokovic in like a semi, and then you still got to play the final and think, God damn it!
You must think the hard part is done.
Yes, exactly. Instead of thinking, I've still got another game. No. You've done what was necessary. Just play your normal tennis in the last game.
Yeah.
Well, there we have it. Confirmation then. Zverev is a gold medalist. 6-3, 6-1 against Karen Khachanov. He'll get the silver medal. But that's it for Andy Murray. Sadly, he doesn't hold the gold medal anymore.
Longest reigning gold medalist. 5
9
years rather
years.
than 4.
Yeah.
Oh no, 9. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, shit.
If you think about it, extended.
Well, this is the thing now that every tournament is a year later. Like technically, Portugal were the longest reigning champions of the Euros because it lasted 5 years rather than 4 years.
I thought that with the Open last week when Shane Lowry held it for 2 years, but then I looked at the history books. And someone won it in 37. And obviously the world won. They held it for like 10 years.
You'll take that in the Guinness Book of World Records. There we go.
We've got Sudar Pell saying, congratulations, Germany from India. Of course, I can't remember the last time. I don't know. I don't think I can name a single Indian tennis player to tell you the truth. That's a good challenge. That's a good pub quiz.
Even for a sport that I'd say I know too much about, like football, I can't name an Indian football player.
Yeah. Well, there's Jess from Bend It Like Beckham.
Isn't Matt Derbyshire from India? Technically, his grandparents were from there, so he changed nationality.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I
I
didn't know
think
that.
I think I might be getting the wrong person.
That
Anyway,
might have to
doesn't
take a
matter. Yeah,
Google. That might have to take a Google. That. But I think we might. I think there'll be the medal ceremony straight after this. We might just stay on for that. But Seb, your thoughts on it? I mean, very one-sided. But I still find it a bit weird how they used to do, best of 5, but then they just change it to this time for
yeah,
best of
I thought that
3.
was strange.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either, but I don't think it was any of their best games, either of them.
No.
I mean, Khachanov really just gave it away, didn't he? It's a shame to say, but he gave that game away,
I
and that's why he's annoyed with himself. That will be why he's annoyed.
I think Djokovic have watched that and gone, damn it. If I just won that match against Zverev.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, it has ended there for Zverev. A gold medal for him, gold medal for Germany, and I'm sure it's better than nothing for Germany because, well, the football team didn't even get out of the group stages. Yes, you feel like Germany are just crap at football at the moment, and they're now relying on Zverev in tennis, which I remember Sasha Zverev was playing at Wimbledon on the same day as when England played Germany at the Euros, and he got asked afterwards, will you be watching the Germany-England game? And he goes, "That all I can say is I hope it goes to penalties." I was like, you bastard. He loves his football. Bayern Munich fan, I think. Zverev.
Maybe. I can't say. I do remember that one when they interviewed him on the day of Wimbledon. It's like, this guy's just won Wimbledon. I mean, not won Wimbledon. He's won a match. I mean, give him some credit and stop diverting towards football. I just thought it was a bit disrespectful.
You can't hide away from football, Seb.
Yeah,
it is everywhere.
I thought, he just played a big match in tennis, and it's like, okay.
Are you not playing today? You normally play football on a Sunday, don't you?
Yeah, but the league hasn't started yet. So.
What's the league called?
It's the typical Swiss league, but then you have your rankings that go lower down.
How far low down are you?
Well, we're amateurs.
But
we'll stay amateur.
And Seb normally plays in defence, don't you?
Yep, I'm a centre back.
He's a centre back. So, actually, in terms of while we wait for this medal ceremony, because we haven't seen each other properly in a long time, Varane has signed for United. That's all been confirmed pretty much. But
yeah.
What do you think of that one? Can you imagine him and Maguire together? That feels very tasty.
I made a point to you on the group saying that these two defenders are, I think, and I'm just assuming they're very complementary in the sense that you have a Maguire who likes to go get the ball, who likes to go for those headers and from long balls. He likes to come out of defence and try and play a bit.
Yeah.
He likes to barge a bit, whereas Varane is very much sitting defender. He likes to sit back, and you can just imagine Maguire is the one who's going in for those tackles, getting the ball, whereas Varane covers him behind, and it makes perfect sense. It makes absolute sense, the whole signing. So
I was going to say, because the way you say it there, it makes sense. You know, to have one at back and one to have some fun up front.
Well, yeah, and then I think this could, if we're looking optimistically towards United, if you've got a Maguire that can come out of defence and play a bit more into that midfield role, that number 6 role, then maybe a Fred suffices in that holding role, so you can put more attacking options. I'm just trying to think, positionally wise, it could work quite well. I still think they probably might need another defensive midfielder, a better one, and I think you lot are very aware of my love for Yves Bissouma. I think he could do a terrific job at Man United in that sole holding midfield role, being on his own, and a Maguire, when he plays out from the back, comes up a bit more and it fills in those holes, and that gives United options to go forward with a lot more menace. So I like the idea of Varane. Varane really makes it all work in that United team.
Looking at the statistics, they're looking at set 1 statistics, which was 6-3 for Zverev, 3 aces to 2, double faults, none from Yves. I don't think we had any double faults in the match.
No, I don't know. I don't remember any whatsoever.
But look at that, total winners, 15 for Zverev, 3 for Khachanov. Unforced errors was 8-4 for Zverev. And that ended after 43 minutes. The sets set 2 statistics, 6-1 of course for Zverev, thrashed him at the end. Aces 3-1, double faults. Actually, Khachanov had the 1, so there was 1 double fault in this men's Olympic final. Unforced errors was 7 each, and the total winners was Zverev with 12, Khachanov with 4. So those are your main stats from that final. The one thing I don't get is this whole link of Trippier to United, when I feel like United have sorted their defence now.
Maybe just for depth.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm assuming it's just for that, or maybe a change of system if they're going to play 3 at the back with Wan-Bissaka going into that centre back role. But then that doesn't make sense with Varane.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't see the point.
Yeah.
I really don't. But I think if we do get him, it's maybe just for depth, because their only other, I think Tellez is off, right?
He's injured.
Okay, I thought he was going. No, he might be leaving.
No, I don't think there was any thoughts of him going anywhere, to be honest.
So
I actually quite like him.
I don't know. So if they were trying to push for deeper competitions, who covers in that right back or left back role? If you get someone in like Trippier who can play left back and right back, it fills a lot of holes by having someone who can play multiple positions, who's quite polyvalent. I just think that must be it, just for depth. That's it, purely. Because I don't think Brandon Williams has got the level to play at United. He's someone as well who can play right back and left back, but I don't think he has the United level.
Yeah, I think Brandon Williams, for me, needs to go out on loan at least.
I just don't think he has it
no.
in him to be a United player.
It's a shame, because I'd love to see. It's always a better feeling seeing a youth player come through instead of buying someone to help sort out those positions. But
I guess,
and it saves you money, of course. But it's a shame. But yeah, I've watched Brandon Williams enough, and I'll say this now. Seb probably doesn't know it unless he's an England fan. But when it's your team, if you feel nervous about a play, that's not a good thing. And that's when I feel like that with Fred and Williams, and it's just like no, anyone but them. But yeah, it's just one of those, sadly. I think we are going to wrap it up there, folks. So it's basically a win for Zverev. He has gone on to win the Olympic gold medal, his first probably his biggest ever win in tennis. So he'll be absolutely delighted with that. Actually, I say that he also won the ATP finals in 2018 when he beat Djokovic in the final there at the O2 Arena. So that's another big win for him, and that just maybe gives us a reminder of why Zverev should be considered as a player that might just win a major or two in the future. US Open coming up, of course, in September, so we might do a few watch-alongs on that. I'm sure we'll at least do the finals for it anyway. So anyway, my thanks to Seb True, my thanks to you lot at home. And if you haven't yet, do subscribe to the channel. Give us a like to support the channel as we edge closer to 4,000 subscribers. And also, our next watch-along will be today at 2 o'clock with Jack Price and Connor Porter for the Hungarian Grand Prix in Formula 1, the last race before the summer break as well. So do join them for that. It should be an absolute cracker. Anyway, thanks to all of you at home. See you later. Stay safe. And yes, stay connected in sport wherever you are. See you later.